the leaders, the governors, all other protocol observed, and all those who are here, good evening. It's a great privilege to be in a great meeting like this. I was wondering, how did someone arrive at my name? Here I am with you, the great people of God. I've learned a lot, and I still will learn a lot. Check your neighbor and tell him or her, may the good Lord bless you greatly. There are people who don't want to enjoy the blessings of the great God. Pastor CHELUGET is here with us, and I've been observing and checking the great things that we have written, and everything can be traced back into the Bible. You have written two people here. One is the chief guest, and another one is the guest speaker. And they are both Kimngatich. How did you arrive at the secretary of the team and the way you have framed the spiritual church? What? Church. Have you ever sat down and listened to God that when He was creating you? You people, are you busy or you look busy? If we were to keep running, do you have a break to listen to what God is saying? You talk of the power. You talk of the resources. You talk of innovation. You talk of other possibilities that we want to have. Now that we are all running, how much or how great is the space that you want to occupy that you may rest? MC is here. If you were to be given now a certain amount, if you were to be given an open check by these great men, maybe many of us, problem is not to get money, but how to spend. If they could give you an open check, how much will you write on that open check that you may rest? The highest. You are not even aware of which is the highest. You may write something in a computer that the computer will tell you this is an error. The great God that is calling us today is the one who created us. Everyone here has time. Everyone here was conceived in minutes, seconds. And seconds turns into minutes. Minutes turns into hours. Hours turns into days. And days turns into, and weeks turns into, and months turns into, and several of us. Hizi zura ninaona hapa ni za miaka ama za shida. Ona sura ya jirani yako. Is it age ama ni shida? And very soon, hello, soon you will reach the Bible limit. 70 for the weak, 80 for the strong. And we will visit each other's home in advance by sending our contribution, and by coming there in presence, in person, just to remind ourselves that we are also on this journey. Is this the bitter truth or the bitter reality? Check your neighbor if he already has some signs of departure. Are we all okay? Are you not feeling some signals somewhere? You check everyone close to you, he seems to be paying attention to something. Those are signs that this is not our home. We are going towards the final touches of world history. But Christ is telling us, occupy till I come. Genesis chapter 1, verse 26 to 28, at your own time. This weekend, I know everyone will be visiting a church, either to listen, and you people, you great men, when you go to church, relax. You are always in a hurry when you are in front of a God, in form of a preacher. You always want to be recognized so early that you may rush somewhere. When will you rest at the feet of Christ and listen to the words that he wants to tell us? The heavenly hosts, God the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit met, and they had a meeting one time, creating the universe that was empty, without form. And they said, let us make man in our own image and our own likeness. He created them, that is Adam and Eve. In verse 28, men and women of God, it is God who told man to take up the responsibility. He is saying this man should have dominion over everything. Are we controlling everything here on earth? If we mess up it, some people will not see heaven for not controlling the resources that were given freely from God, the creator of the universe. He said, let these people have dominion. Let them subdue the earth. Let them control. Let them till the land. That is Genesis chapter 2, verse 14 and 15. He puts this man in the garden of Eden to control everything that is on earth. Is this world controlling you, or you are controlling the world? Can you ask yourself, how much have you utilized the resources that God placed in your hands? Everything and everyone who has just spoken here was just going round, and everything was revolving around resources. This time round, summarized in form of money. And that was, everyone who has spoken here was just going around the verse, that is Ecclesiastes 10:19. That we have three things that we do normally. The first, the great ones, is enjoyment. Calling a party to enjoy and make laughter. 2, for those who take alcohol in the process of destroying God's temple, they also make merry. And many other things that human beings do on earth, but everything revolves around money. There is A, there is B, there is C, but the word of the Lord is saying, but the answer for everything is money. Money. Money is the sixth sense. Without it, you cannot make a proper use of the 5 you know. Can you check your friend if he has some money? By looking at the face. Do these people have something? In fact, it is said, it is researched and documented, that 1 out of every 4 individuals on earth is mentally imbalanced because of economic challenges. Can you check? You being number 4, check 3 around you. Check any 3 to the left or to the right, behind or in front. Is that neighbor mentally balanced? Just check and make a conclusion. Have you found one? Have you found one? Where someone, nothing is balancing. So, allow me to use you for example. 1, 2, 3, 4. Governor, who is mentally imbalanced among you? If you cannot identify quickly, then you are the one. Money. We need what? Money. Everything to move, to revolves around money. There is nothing that can be pushed to the next level without what? Money. Now that God gave us resources everywhere you go, you get what? Resources. I saw this town yesterday over the media was almost flooding. Mr. Governor, sir, what mechanisms do you have to harvest this resource for future use? For November to March, when the rest of Uasin will be supporting their animals to stand for milking when some neighbors arrives. Ama hamjawahi sikia mama fulani akisema Kipkoech, kucha munisimamishie ng'ombe nikamue. When will we have this area of operation conducive to everyone? When are we to get stable financially? The great things that I see myself in my symbol research and other issues of approach. When we talk with family issues and on family agendas and on family conflicts, those revolves in only 2 simple things, according to me. That is my research. You can produce yours in the next meeting. The conflicts that we have here in our families lies only on 2 great things. The age difference. The distance between your age and the age of your spouse is what is troubling you at home. Another one, you might have delayed in getting married. And you found yourself, all your age mates are almost calling you for engagement to donate their daughter to you. So you rushed and pick another babe. In fact, you should be in jail for child abuse. And that is why you cannot march in many things that pertains family agenda, because priorities differ. Your age, her age. Where she is and where you are, you cannot tally. 2, economic crisis. And you know, for men who are here, there is no woman on earth who believes money gets finished in the pockets of men. If no one has told you, get it today. Look for money. Every man is the provider. That is why in Genesis 2:18, you are given a helper. And part of the helping is to consume what you have already produced. Anyone who is not married here, I don't know if there are, don't get married until you are stable financially. I'm almost saying don't donate your daughter to anyone who is careless and aimless in life. Ask that boy who is coming for your daughter, are you a producer, are you a consumer, or you are going to be a parasite in front of my daughter? So men, even if you tell a wife, the spirit to give you money is willing, but the pocket is weak, she cannot understand. As soon as you finish making that statement, she will strike the hand. Do what? So, ambia mwanaume mwenzako karibu na wewe, pole. Ambia pole. Uliza yeye, yako hako sawa. Uliza yeye kama yake hako sawa. Many of these great women of God here, they say their money is theirs. Ya mzee ni ya familia. That is what they say. And they encourage themselves, seriously. They really encourage themselves. Hebu uliza, atakwambia pesa ya mzee ni tamu kuliko yangu. However small it may be, ni tamu. And it is the truth. Do you know that one is a true curse from the Bible? It is a curse, and it is biblical. Inya limanu ngotianda ngung embe tusha guktukun kote ni sabe. She will look upon you as who? As a man. So men who are here, are you still the head, or you are now the headache of the family? Are you still the head, or now the headache of the family? The Bible speaks. We need to engage. What voltage is this power? Hello? What voltage here at WARENG is this power? This is the seventh anniversary. I will wish I could be given a book or revert where I can get a documentary where everything has become practical since year one. And I will listen to you the more. Is that time coming? Is it true that somebody said many of the things are under the table? He has not done a good research. You came here to share notes or to compare notes? What are you doing here? Or both? Are we comparing or sharing? For 7 years, I think our youth should be resting now and enjoying the innovations and practical knowledge that has been brought by these men and women. Great people. Why are our youth still running up and down? And make sure to balance the speed. Balance the speed, because every 17 seconds, a child is born somewhere. Every 17 seconds, since we met in this meeting, so are we controlling, are we balancing the economy and the speed of production, and balancing that the new mouths coming around us will also get stable? What have we done to make these young people relax and enjoy the fruits of the innovators in 7 good years? Now 6, the 7th. What documented reports has been given? God has given us the animals to control over the hills. That is Psalms 50, line 10 to 12. God is saying, I've given to you all the animals and all the birds of the air. Recently, I was following how you were making a statement, Mr. Governor, sir. The last time I listened to you is when you were planning to have a meeting with Mace. Were you in that meeting? I just found this clip when our governor was saying to the Mace, you are not so bad, but we need to talk. When was that meeting with the Mace? Have you gotten a chance to talk with the Mace? Last week, you talked with the Mace. And have you come into agreement with the Mace? Okay, welcome. All these things, and I was asking myself, somebody was talking there that the other, who was saying he has not planted maize for some good years. I did know that I have a man of my spirit. For the last 24 years, we divorced with maize. Myself. There are many people here who saw my trial at Wasingishu when I was there. That was the last one. 24 years, I've not tried. But I'm okay. So what did the Mace told you? Did the Mace ask for another chance to try? Is it the way we are approaching it? Or it is the strike? Or it is the soil? What is it to do with the maize? My simple research that I found recently is that Central is leading in fish production and supply. How many rivers and lakes do we have in the central part of Kenya? How many rivers and lakes do we have? And they are leading in what? fish production. I think how balanced are the minds of these people? And how far are we from being, we used to say Trans Nzoia is the granary of Kenya. Are we still there? Are we still there? Are we still there? Is it still the granary of Kenya? What is it? Have you consulted with Natembe? What does it has to say? Is he still proud that he is the supplier of Kenya? What is it that other people are doing? This is why the word of the Lord is saying, come, let us reason together. And you touched about business, which is good. And the Bible talks about too much business. Several scriptures talks about business and money. One was given 1, another one 2, another one 5. And they went into business. A simple research that I will ask. How many millionaires in the villages that you come from who became millionaires through salary? My number is 0722. You'll give me the research, the report. 923-629. How many of those people who are running every morning being rained on with the stipend of salary? The cry all over the world is economic crisis. Look at the youth. Juzi vijana wetu mliona wakikimbia parliament bila kualikwa. Na wanaenda kukula lunch ya wenyewe wakilalamika, mbona haina chumvi, mbona haina mafuta. Si wangepeana appointment waundiwe yao ya vijana. Know that we are here and they can occupy here now. They can think on what they can do. Even in our own homes. The youth. I heard of one that followed. Before you give me my share of land. On the hospital bed. Confronting the father. To get out of that bed. To go home and give him what? A share. These are the young people that we have in our own homes currently. After being told the rule, sasa ninajiuliza Bwana Gavana, ni wapi mahindi yalitushinda mpaka tukaanza kuweka mkono juu? Are we planting this as business? The governor, I also followed one of his clips one time. Sasa, wakati walikuwa naongea Ziwa, those statements he made, I have them. Lakini nawauliza, until when? Are our minds operational? Are we free in making everything that we have practical? Are we selfish in sharing ideas? Are we jealous of elevating other people to certain position? What is it? The meeting with the maize. And soon, in Nandi County, they will have a meeting with tea. And in other areas, they will have a meeting with something else. How are we going to survive? the animals that you have in your own homes, are they cultural or they are for business? Hello? Unapata mtu ameshindwa. When the Bible says control and subdue, have dominion. Ng'ombe moja mwenye gavana alisema, kamoja tu, unakutana anabebana na kupe ya rangi na sizes mbalimbali kulingana mahali ameshika kutoa damu. Alafu ukiona unafikiri ni decoration. Ni kama kwamba mtu wa veterinary amesema wacha hivyo, alafu tuje tutumie kufundisha watu during field day. Ng'ombe kangapi? Kamoja. Are we doing it as business or because we come from a tribe that are associated with animals? Wale ambao mulienda mpaka kule sehemu yetu ya kati, muliulizwa maswali mawili tu. Nyinyi ni wachungaji ama wafugaji? Na kila mtu alilipa shilingi 500 aruhusiwe kuona ng'ombe kwa nusuega, ng'ombe 32 ambazo wanakamuliwa na machine. Now, the leaders who are here, you are talking of prosperity. 2 Chronicles 20, verse 20 says, listen to God, and you will prosper. Listen to who? Don't be too busy to listen to God. You know, after everything else here on earth, back to the center. Hello? Back to where? Your origin. In Psalms 90, line 12 says, teach us to number our days, that we may gain a heart of wisdom. We need to go back to our origin. It is God who is trying to jumpstart his first intention that this world should be maximized and used till I come. For those of us, I am one of the leaders in the church. And when I saw the vision and mission and all these other things, I don't know who took it from who, because I had never seen yours. But as a church, we discovered that it's very difficult to lead a church full of idle and poor people. So the wall of Acast, we have a theme: maximizing opportunity. I'm the director of that department in Nantes County, and I'm serious on it. I'm serious on it. Very soon, we will call every person to list what great important things he or she has done in the past year. Today, I had a meeting with the leaders from 15 counties. And we were doing the mid-year comparison, last year and this year. The support of mission in the 15 counties. And thank God, there was a growth of some percentage. Very soon, all the men who are non-protective will not be fed by their wives. Iko hivi, very soon tutatangaza ya kwamba mwanaume akifika nyumbani, patia yeye kalamu na karatasi. Hiyo ndio first opening remarks and welcoming remarks. Aandike vitu vya maana yenye ameleta kabla ajaanza ku act on reduction of the savings katika mesa yake. Now, I don't know how many men will survive the test. I'm challenging this meeting, the great men of God. When recently I met with a friend, Mzungu, Dr. Taylor, somewhere, he was asking, he visited me here at Baraton, and he was saying, why do you Africans come to America? This man comes from Colorado. Why do you rush there while you have a lot of resources in this territory? Why do you come willingly to a world of living, of willing slavery? Hello? Is it difficult to work for 18 hours here? That he was challenging me. And he said, you know, when you are given a bitter truth, that you Africans, you are poor by choice. You know, that is a bitter truth. Unacheka tu. Okay. When you are given a dose that fits your brain. Excuse me. He challenged me. Why do you come to the world of willing slavery when you can work for 18 hours here and go to the distance financially where you want to be? Is it true that we are poor by choice? Somebody to investigate. And he clarified, you have 12 hours day, 12 hours night, no summer, no winter. And you are still where you are. You know, when you are challenged like that, you just relax and enjoy. You just relax. What is it? It is this way. Let me give you what I said as I come to the close. Businessmen who are here, teach our youth not to depend on employment. Hello? Let us teach our youth not to depend on employment. I discovered recently on financial binoculars 100 of us who are depending on salary. 100 of us who are depending on salary. At the age of 60, when you are retiring, 67 of us will be dependent on family and charity. So continue enjoying your job. Welcome to the support of the family and charity. 17 of us will be broke, successfully broke. Anyone who depends on what? On salary. 7 of us will still be working again for financial support. Una malisa kusign mabarua, unapewa pension, una summarize in 1 year, unaenda kuajiriwa kuchunga kishiagi ya mtu mwenye ajui alphabets na vowels. And you are employed for 40 years, 38, 20, where you were. 6 of us will be financially independent. Mabese ni, amabese ndo. Lakini ni independent. Ini isam ko ndaki yo inasi ko giyatinye. Ndenyon wiki non kora koto sawa. Imagine one will be rich. That is the financial in every 100 of any employed person. Brothers and sisters in Christ, let's go back to the Bible. It is not by might nor by power, but by the Spirit of the Lord. Let us plan our future and save where necessary. Do you know, go and do a research, no African riches goes beyond the 3rd generation. Do a research on that and bring us the reason and way out in the next meeting. God bless you.
Asante sana. Let's appreciate Pastor. Tumpatie flower. Tumpe. Flower.